This is a real quick look at the evolution of my CNC. Although it started as a plasma cutter, the intent was always to have a dual-use machine to maximize its usefulness. That is why it is beefier than it needs to be for plasma cutting. Although the water table greatly cuts down the amount of smoke and gas during cutting, without a proper ventilation system, there is still more than enough smoke to set off the smoke alarms in the workshop. Because of this, the CNC is moved outside for plasma jobs. This limits the table size because the machine has to fit through the workshop door. The MDF deck is used for router operations or to support a small portable waterbed, as most of my plasma jobs are relatively small. The deck can also be removed to use the large stainless steel waterbed for larger plasma cutting projects, but I've only had to do that for one job. For those of you contemplating making your own plasma CNC, I have two recommendations. The first is to have torch height control, or THC. To get a good cut, the distance between the plasma head and the metal is pretty critical. Even if your machine is perfect, the metal when heated isn't. I found that thin metal warps quite a bit during cutting, and this sometimes causes crashes. The second tip is to use anti-spatter spray. At the beginning of the video, you'll notice me trying to remove tiny bits of slag while the machine was cutting. This is because when piercing thick steel, slag is ejected from the hole prior to burn through. Without anti-spatter spray, the ejected material will stick to the surface. If you have a head that has anti-collision sensors, the cut will stop if the plasma head runs into this metal.